Okay, here I am late. I don't know if I'm late all the time to these things, but sort of late in a way. Not well, as I said in the stream announcement on Thursday night. Technically, I think it was Friday in the 12. I think it was like after midnight when I record the video. But what was I going to say? Oh, I said somewhere in between 6 and 10 p.m. today. So I am still in the range before 10 p.m. But so that for that reason, the stream's going to be a little short today. Um, so it'll be about like an hour and let me see. Am I thinking in my head here? Somewhere in the neighborhood of an hour and 41 minutes or less. That's how long this stream will be. Because I don't want to bother my neighbors after 10 p.m. and it's 8:19 p.m. Eastern time right now. So yeah, don't want to do that. Anyways, I'm gonna show a song I've been working on. I really like it a lot, and you know, still work needs to be done. Editing. Where to put which track. Like, should I put this one before or after? Should add some bass and drum stuff like that. But I lay down a lot of guitar tracks in that one, and I'll be showing you that. Um, and I guess I'll work on a song. Yeah. So, and on other news, I've been working on the punk album. Punk album's going to be on my other channel, not my other channel. I have another channel, music YouTube channel, but this is going to be on a created YouTube channel that I haven't put up on YouTube yet because some of the song titles for the punk album and some of the um, um, so some of the words in those songs in that album are, I don't know, could be regarded as offensive, but that's the whole point. It's a punk album. Um, it's controversial, but I don't know if it's meant if I'm not really the person in that kind of a song. But oh, hey Frank, hi, how you doing? So yeah. So anyways, I wait for about 10 minutes and then I doing something. So anyways, I guess I'll make some announcements before that happens. Just like people streaming in the community. Among other ones, there's Frank, who's on at Mondays, Community Pulse, uh, 7:15. No, Rick's on at 8:15 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Um, and on before him is Rick Romanelli, 5:30 to 7:30. I haven't seen Rick on his channel. Um, 8:15 then, right, Frank? 8:15 Eastern time, Mondays. Yes. Anyways, yeah. Before that, okay. Oh wait, 7:15. Okay, all right. Well, anyways, Community Pulse 7:15 Mondays on Frank's channel, Frank Turzo, and you also have um, Rick Romanelli on his channel 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Monday Eastern time. I guess they overlap. Um, that's the thing with YouTube. I guess you step on people's toes because everybody's seems like everybody's streaming. So somewhere, like for example, there's Camp Gmail, and I think he starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I think so. Yeah, there's him, and he goes till I think it's three a.m. Eastern time. And I think he's in California, so that's, let's see, 2 1 midnight his time. I think he ends. So you got him. You got Jeff Metalhead Hippie. He's on twice a week. He'll be on tomorrow on Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time, with originals, covers, collabs Fridays he's on with original ones and collabs, with on originals too. Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern time. You got Dan Anderson who plays Monday through Saturday. He starts in about the 1 2 p.m. Eastern time start. There's been times where he started later in the day, like he started like sometimes he'll start like 4 p.m. or something. So if he doesn't appear at 1 p.m., he comes on later in the day. Usually streams for about a few hours. Um, then let's see. So we got uh, and then Mondays through Wednesdays you've got Leela, Rise of Dark Leela. Um, oh, okay. He's 7:15. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, and Vince Janella 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, so Vince Janella Mondays 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Rick Romanelli is 5:15 to 7:15 p.m. Community Paul 7:15 to 9 p.m. Okay, so that's all Monday. Um, Rise of Dark Leela, you got her. She was at 2:30 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, but I think it's 3:30 now. And let me see, when does she finish? 5 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Um, and she has Jade Star come after her. I think every day of that time period. I don't know the times that Jade Star starts all of her streams. I'm not. I don't know exactly. I think she streams every day. Pretty sure. Some of them are interviews. Some of them are workshops. With the interview, she plays some songs of the artists that she's interviewing, and yeah. Okay. I don't know what percent PM Eastern time it means, but yeah. And you got. Let me see. Um, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. That's when Jade starts, right? Um, and then let's see. Wednesday you have Thomas Christ. He was starting at 5 p.m. Now he's starting at 6, and I think somewhere in April he'll be moving to 7 p.m. Okay, Jade is at 5 p.m. Um, is that Sunday through Saturday? Um, and he also does his own streams. I might be stepping on his toes right now. Thomas Christ, I might be stepping on his live show right now where he does his own music. Let me see. So you got Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know if he's consistent with his streams, but I think his name's Ron Ward. I think that's the correct name. Well, um, and I can't remember exactly when he starts his streams. And then there's um, 15th Bend on Thursdays. I don't know what time that is. You've got Dom Targrosa and Chris Lane Sr. They stream. Their streams are at the same time on both their channels. They're streaming together, and they're streaming off both of their channels at the same time. But I don't know what days and what times. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of people. Um, yeah, I'm sure I'm missing people. There's a lot of people streaming, so yeah. I guess Lori's Mishmash, she streams here and there, where she does a hang or whatever. Independent Many United. I don't know exactly when she streams. I have to say I don't watch all of the streams, and it's because I have a large movie collection and I want to make some progress watching those. And I was watching more streams, not just music related, but other things like movies and politics and what have you. And it was just too much. It was like filling my whole week, and I have to have some time, to do other things like create music and make and watch movies. I'd like to read that, like all these things are time consuming, and I don't know. I like I just want to make some progress on the movie collection, because my name is Cooper Glover, that's my favorite director. So, anyways, I think I've said everything regarding streaming. So I'm going to start, talking about what I got, um, what I'm doing, as far as songs are going. So I'm going to show this one. Um, let's see. I got to share the screen. Let me see. Share screen. Okay. Okay. So I can't see your comments right now and if I put myself, in a window to the side, which I think I'm in right now, then I think I couldn't control the GarageBand program um, while the stream is going on. So if I don't respond to you, that's what's happening. It's tricky here, but I'm trying to. How do I keep myself on here? I try to make up for that by looking on YouTube. Um, just bear with me for a second here. I think I usually do this where I look on the iPhone to see if people are leaving comments. Let's see. Oh, Jade Star's on right now. Brutal Met Death. Uh, This cut off on the YouTube title, but I think it's Brutal Death Metal. Let me see. I know I can find myself here. I just don't know how I find myself. Um, I think what I do. Oh, here we go. I got myself here. There we go. Let me make sure. I'll be delay here for a second, but oops. Oh, here we go. I got myself here. There we go. Let me make sure. I'll be delay here for a second, but oops. Oh, here we go. I got myself here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to lower the volume on that. So, yeah. And thanks everybody for watching. I'll do a roll call at the end of the stream. So Frank's here right now. I don't know if anybody else has walked in. I guess not. I think there's a few people watching. 2 people. Okay. All right. So, anyways, I gotta unplug this. Well, do I? Oh yeah, I just have to unplug the headphones for you to hear this. I guess StreamYard, or at least to the best of my knowledge, I guess you can't hear the GarageBand program inside the internet, or however you want to put it. The only way you can hear what I'm playing here is by me unplugging my headphones, and then you can hear the sound coming out of the computer. And the sound will probably kind of sound inferior because I think these MacBook Pro speakers are not the best. I blew the other speakers on my other MacBook Pro. I mean, the sound still comes out, but I think I didn't have feedback protection on, so I learned my lesson. And I use headphones all the time when I play music. When I make music, and um, um, when I use the headphones, um, and sometimes the feedback protection, I'm not able to hear the guitar through my headphones because it'd be harmful to the computer, I think. So I just listen to through the guitar amp in those particular cases. Like with a delay pedal, I think that can be a bit much on the computer. I think with this new wah pedal I bought, there's like a purple button in the back that you push, and I think it raises the volume. So, like, I have my guitar amp goes up to about 3 or 4. I did 4 in my previous apartment, but I usually three on the volume knob, and but I think the sound has been boosted because of these 2 new guitar pedals. So yeah, so I'm going on forever here. So let me play a bit of this. I'm going to jump around here. I'm not going to play it all the way through because I think if you can see here, I don't think this cursor thing shows up on the stream. But anyways, let's look at guitar one here. See what it sounds like. I think I used a delay there. This might be a rhythm track right here. Might be nice to have a bass coming in there. So if you get the idea. And that would be, you know, bass and drums and like maybe a lead guitar underneath that. And here's another. This is guitar track 2. I think I'm sliding my pick on the guitar here. That's how you get these sounds. With the delay pedal. So you got that going. So I'm sliding the guitar on the strings there. Could be the intro to the song. I'm not sure. It'll take a little while to figure this out. You know where to put where and all that stuff. The sound doesn't sound great to me, you know. If you, oh, turn the volume up a bit there. So we got that going. Then we go to guitar track 3. I'm jumping a little ahead of the start of the track, just like this. So that's me sliding my finger up and down the frets. So I think I'm establishing a certain rhythm here, a certain set of. I don't know music terminology. I do it by ear, basically. So, but I think you can hear the same recurring notes. And me sliding my finger up and down the strings. And sometimes I screw up a little. Maybe that sounds like I screw up a little there. I might have to chop some of it up a bit. Not sure. So yeah, and then as you can see, there's a break in this one. I think I'm using the wah here. Yeah. So I'm using the wah there. This song probably doesn't need any more guitar tracks, I would think. Probably needs some bass and drums. You know, I think that's what's called for in this particular case. So that's me going down on the wah pedal, like like that, like this, to get that sound. Okay, so you got that there, and then we go to guitar track 4. So I think I'm changing it up a bit here, and not following a certain set of notes and then repeating it. I'm maybe this is like the instrumental part of the song, kind of, you know, take it in another direction. So, and of course, the default the computer amp is Brit and Clean. Um, so if I run it, you know, you might hear in my songs, some of people say it's psychedelic. I'm using like an Echo Studio amp and playing like the phaser and distortion and to get the sound you hear. Multi-phase and distortion actually for Echo Studio. And then if I want more of a clean sound, a less obscure sound, is that the way to put it? More of a raw sound, or then I probably use clean echoes. So yeah, it probably sounds better when you hear it through my videos. When I put up a video on YouTube, you can hear it much better than you hearing it here. So we got that going. So yeah, I'm trying to go in different directions with the instrumental, taking to another level, whatever. I think I'm using the feedback there. So yeah, I'm going up and down the guitar fretboard. So yeah, that's guitar track number 4. I thought there were 7 here. There's 6, I guess. So now we go to the 5th one. I think the second part of this 5th one is probably a wah, because I record it straight through clean, and then if I want to add some wah to it, then I put another track. Well, not track. Record another part that's just wah. So, anyways, this is a 6th track. 6, right? 1, 2, 3. 5th track. 5th track. Yeah. So maybe I'm using my wah pedal here. Um, this might play off of the, follow what you just heard. So you hear the 4th guitar track first, maybe an instrumental, and then it would go into this. I think I'm using the whammy there. I might have just tuned it low E and high E, because I do a lot of my current songs in drop D. I like to have the heavy tone. You won't be able to hear it until Jeff's show in April, but I did a metal piece for him, and I used my Les Paul and I tuned it to drop D. So I think this is tuned to E. I think Rick Romanelli says if you tune things to drop D, maybe you throw the guitar out of tune more easily than to E. So yeah, I'll just show you for a second here. If I change the amps sound, see, like I put it through Echo Studio, for example, and then I turn these switches on, and you'll hear the I guess people call it my psychedelic sound. And this is what it is basically. So that's what you heard just a second ago, and this is how I. So yeah, usually I think I record them raw, meaning I record out the Britten Clean default um, speaker amp on the computer, and then after I record it, then I change up the sound a bit sometimes. Well, a lot of the time with different amps. So like if I take this, let's see, I take the multi-phase off or the distortion too. Now you saw that wah sound, that sound, that windy sound there. Take out the echo, it's a little more raw there. So, so yeah. And then we got Britten Clean here. Or well, that's a default, but this is the 1, 2, 3, 6. This is the 6. I smushed it all together to get quicker to each guitar set, guitar track. So, anyways, I could save the file with the Echo Studio there, but I think I'm just going to leave it, not save it, and just go back later on and maybe add it again. Okay, so this is guitar track 6 here. So this is short. I think this is less than a minute here. Yeah. Maybe this would be the ending. Maybe it could be the starting too, like a bookend kind of a thing. Or maybe that part with the pick going, that streaky kind of sound would be followed by this, and then the song would be ended by this. So yeah, so anyways, that's the song I've been working on. So let me go back to StreamYard/YouTube and see what's happening there. Okay. So, okay, I will work away. So I guess I'll put up. I'll do another GarageBand file. I mean, earlier, I two people are here, and I don't know if people were here when I was saying this. I'm working on a punk album. If you listen to punk music, some of it's kind of has offensive lyrics and offensive song titles. So some of the songs titles might seem a little edgy, and the title, the script, the lyrics too. So I thought, in order not to get my YouTube channel thrown off YouTube, what I would do is put that album on a new separate YouTube channel. I'm thinking I really won't offend anybody because the whole, they'll get the whole point of it, But the thing I'm doing with the punk album is I'm not using delays. I think I'm using a little wah. Might be using the whammy bar a little bit here and there, but not too much. Well, I'm not using the delay pedal, and I think the reason why I'm not using the delay pedal is punk is not supposed to sound, intricate and beautiful. I mean, it has its beauty in its own way, but it's supposed to sound more raw. So, like that Echo Studio amp, you wouldn't hear that on a punk song, I don't think. There's one song I'm working on the punk album, and I got 2 guitar tracks, and I took the first track I think I put in a little bit of a process, kind of a sound. The second part put in, I think the no, the amp is called Old School Punk and is more of a just staticky, um, raw sound, if you will. So the sound has to sound raw, maybe kind of primitive and repetitive, and not very, just that's just the way it goes for that particular genre of music. So, anyways, so let's go to another song here, a new song. Let's see, new. Don't save. Okay. So we got a guitar there. Probably lay some drums down. Let me share the screen again because I think it's not there right now. So I got to go back and put it on. Okay, so now we got the guitar there. So I think a good idea would be to add a drum track. Some of the time when I come on YouTube, I've got the drum track and maybe even the bass track already on the file before I come on the StreamYard, or so you don't have to worry. Well, worry. You don't have to wait around for me to put in a drum and a bass, because it's there, and then I can play off it with a guitar. So you can see in this particular case that it's set to max punk rock, and that's because I've been doing a lot of punk for the album. But let's change it up a bit here. Um, Funk, Britpop. Uh, since I have the guitar tuned to drop D, and maybe I should have a Les Paul. I want to do a song with a Les Paul. Well, no, I do songs with Les Paul, my Epiphone Les Paul, but I do a lot with my Squire Strat. But I think most of the time when I stream, I play with the Strat, maybe because it has 5 pickup positions, 2 tone knobs, it has a whammy bar on it. So, but the Les Paul's nice sound. It's a nice sustain. It's a nice kind of heavy kind of a sound. The Strat is more of a shrieky, or I don't know, but the sounds are different basically. So I'm gonna change it to hard rock here. Let's hear the drums here. Let's see what we want. So I'll play it right here. It's playing very slow there. I like that one. That's not bad. Let's put that one in, and let's put another guitar track in. Drum track in. So let's see. What was this one? That's 11th Hour. Okay, this one's called Heavy Hand. We'll see if we want this one. It sounds like the other one. So let's listen to some of the other ones and see which one works better. I guess we'll go with those two. And then to play off the guitar, we want to. I think we should extend it a bit here. So we will. I want to extend it quite a bit so I can get some. It's not allowing me to do that. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Um, okay, well, what we'll do is I'll just record a guitar track, and it'll go after the drums, and then we'll figure out later about putting the drums on. I don't know if I should title this piece yet, or I should just put the guitar down and then come up with a title. But I guess I'll come up with a title. Um, so I'm gonna save it. I have so many titles for my songs that I don't know what to title the songs after a while. Sometimes I find myself, not a lot, but here and there I might title, like, what's a song that sort of has the same title? Like, there's a song I did in my past a while back, maybe 2018, maybe. I think the song was called Never Surrender. And then if you go close, more to my newer music, I have another song called Never Give In, Never Surrender. So, there's a few cases where that follows together, like, I have two songs in my past. One's called Buddha Contemplates the Scenery, and what is it called? Buddha Awakens, maybe. But then I got a new one. Don't I have another? Don't I have a new one that has the word Buddha in it? I think I do. But you can see that, you can see the little recurrence in there. But it doesn't happen that often, but it happens. So I don't know. I'm going to call this song Meat and Potatoes. I don't know why, but the meat um, would be the guitar, and the potatoes would be the drums and the bass. So we'll call it Meat and Potatoes, for lack of a better word. And I usually record under Britten Cleans, but let me just put in another amp setting. Oh, and before I turn the amp on, I gotta put those headphones in. Let's see, where's the headphone? Because that wouldn't be good for the computer speakers. So I gotta put the headphones in here. I've forgotten sometimes. I don't know if it really matters. What Some of the time it matters when if the feedback. It's the feedback you have to worry about, basically. So go to the start here, and we'll turn the guitar amp on. Let me get a drink of tea here, because I think I'm getting a little. There we go. Okay, so I've been tuning the guitar to Drop D for the Punk album. Another thing I can say is one of the songs is called The Beaver. It might be the end song in the album. It's an instrumental. Some of the songs are instrumental, some have singing. But that one is basically, it's called The Beaver because of Robbie Stengel. And Robbie, I don't know which song it was he did, but it influenced a song called Street Punk that's on my channel. It has a picture of the Ramones on it. But that song was influenced by Robbie. And then there's a song further back, uh, maybe 2018 or so, or maybe 19. I think it's 2018. When I was starting off playing the guitar. It's called Sid is Dead, I think. Sid Vicious, the Sex Pistols, the bass player. Um, so those two songs, even though I didn't have a punk album in mind at the time when those were being done, I think I'm going to add them to the album. I mean, like the Hiroshima of the Mind album, most of those songs were composed after I thought of the idea of making an album called Hiroshima of the Mind. I had a few songs before that. Maybe I think they were just sitting on the hard drive, and I just decided I'll put them in with those. And there's a few songs I've done recently, within the last few years, that are on my YouTube channel that I think would be good for the punk album. And then I'm going to do a Mother Earth slash Planet Earth, Mother Earth slash Planet Earth. I got to decide on what title I want. But that's another concept album, which is going to address global warming, overpopulation, the 98% poor and the 2% rich, AI, internet. That might have been one of the thing I was very topical album and a techno album, and then a best hits album, probably two, Volume 1 and Volume 2, because I composed so much music. They're going to be called Lightning in a Bottle, Volume 1 and 2, because I don't know where I put my fingers and which frets and which strings, and if it was tuned to E or drop D, and same with a MIDI keyboard, I don't know where I put my fingers on which keys and which octaves and all that stuff. So that's why it's going to be called Lightning in a Bottle. But since we're not doing punk here, I think I'm gonna change the. So this is the wah setting here we got. I think I'll put on the delay. So I'm gonna put the delay on. If you heard my earlier streams, I don't think the amp was that loud. I mean, I think it was the same volume as here, but I think these two amps have boosted the sound of the guitar amp. That's what I think has happened. So I like that. So let's record that. I think, you know what I'll use that for? I don't know if the song is going to have singing or not. Probably not. Most of my songs, I think, are instrumentals. Yeah, most of them. But I think you'll have like a verse part, even if no singing, and then the refrain part, and then this right here would be maybe leading into another verse. So I'm going to just lay down some of this here to work with. I lay down a lot because I could copy and paste and jump it around, everywhere on the graph, but I think it makes my job easier if I just record a lot of it. That might be boring to some people. I don't know, but yeah, let's record a bit of this and get it down on the GarageBand program. So, yeah. Start it up here. We'll go for 4 minutes, and then I'll stop it. Maybe let's go for 5, but 3 more minutes. Better be safe than sorry. Two and a half minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Less than a minute. Just let it go through again. Be loud after 5 minutes. Okay, so we got that down. So now we save it on a meat and potatoes number 2. So we got to do now, new track with duplicate settings for another guitar. Put that underneath. Shut that one up so we can focus on this one. So maybe put this one on a flanger setting. Maybe that'd be nice. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too. Sounds a little too muffled. Let's see. Okay, let's record something here. Start over. You know why that feedback is probably because I'm close to the amp. I would guess it's the reason. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm satisfied with it. Let's start over. And let me record it into a looper. Because I think it's, otherwise it'll be just take me forever to, let me see. Okay, so let's record it again. Oops, screw it. So let's record it again. We're halfway there. Okay, so we got that down. We save it under meat and potatoes number 3. So now what we're going to do is use the one that. We're going about 2 minutes. Okay. So that'll be meat and potatoes number 4 with the added wah track. There we go. Now New track with duplicate settings. I did say I'd change the amp setting, the computer amp setting, but I didn't. I have this set on a wah setting on the amp, and I could have it set on a flanger, but the flanger's great. It has a great sound to it. It's like an oxygen kind of a sound to it, if that makes any sense. It's the problem with the flanger, in a way, is you got to cut through the guitar to get like a note or whatever. Otherwise, it kind of gets buried, if you will. If you want to hear examples of a flanger, two Van Halen songs is Unchained, the sound or whatever that is, and then the Cradle Will Rock, I think, is the other one. So if you listen to those songs and you hear that oxygen kind of a sound, that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the flanger. So I've heard about Eddie Van Halen. He didn't really use any pedals. He just cranked the amp all the way up. Maybe the only thing he used, an exception to just playing the guitar, might have been the whammy bar. But yeah, he was. I think people are asking him, like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And he was saying, I just crank it all the way up and I play or whatever, and maybe they're amazed. I don't know, but anyways, what we're going to do on this track is we're going to shred a bit. I don't know if I should put the capo on. It might make the job easier. Yesterday when I was working on a song, I think it was one of the punk songs, I was shredding and I got blisters on my finger, on my index finger. So, let me see, where are those notes? Let me find those notes first. Let's see. Wait, my fingers just. Okay, so it's right there. So. Let's record a little bit of this, and then I'm going to put the capo on, I think. So, let's see, where are those notes? Okay, right there. So. Let's start over. Okay, so, and maybe, I'm probably going to do some shredding with the capo. I I think I was doing some shredding last night. I was using the capo, and it started kind of was helpful for the punk album. Um, yeah, let me get this down here. Um, Let me just see who's walked in, if anybody's coming here. Okay, Independent Mini United. Hey, how you doing? Uh, okay, thank you for coming. I don't know if, let's see, who's still, well, one person's here. I don't know who that is. But thank you for watching. Let's record this, get this out of the way here. Two more times. One more time. Right here, one, two last, this part. What I mean is before you use the wall. Okay, now we're going to use some wah on that. Save it under number 5. So it's just a lot of me using repetition, cutting parts out, adding parts in, chopping songs up. That chopping a guitar track, like it, I'll go through a good set of notes, and then maybe I'll hit something bad, chop it out, marry it to the next part that works better. The guitar track, for example, like Hiroshima on the Mind album. Hiroshima Park number 2, under the Peace part of the album, part 5, Spring part, because it goes through 5 seasons. Part 1, Spring Youth. Part 2, Summer War. Part 3, Autumn Aftermath. Part 4, Winter Death. And then Part 5, Spring Peace. So, but I'm digressing, sort of. I don't know. I'm talking about music. But anyways, let me record it with the wah here. it 2 more times. Okay, so what I think we'll do now is I'm going to play with the delay pedal as I'm recording. Last week, when I was playing can't remember the title of the song I was working on, unless like I went back and took a look, I guess, or if I can remember one, at some point in time at the top of my head or whatever. I was recording a riff and I was getting frustrated because I was like trying to move my fingers in a certain pattern on the fretboard, and I was like, I just didn't have it right, and I was hitting, stopping the looper, hitting the looper again, going again and again and again. Maybe I went on for at least half an hour just trying to get that melody, or however you put it, music terminology. So maybe that's annoying to people, because it's so repetitive. And like, if you watch this, it's just repetitive, but this is how, I create my music. And that, like, see, right here, you see it's 12 minutes and 14 seconds of stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean that the song could be 12 minutes and 14 seconds. What it means is I have to have enough material to work with to, take stuff out, put stuff in. And sometimes the song's long, sometimes it's short, sometimes it's medium length or whatever. But it's just whatever the song demands, I try to, accommodate. So let me just let's record this part next. I guess we'll put in another guitar track. New track with duplicate settings. Okay, we got another guitar track going here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play this looper track again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with delay as the guitar loop is going. So we'll have a few passes through this and see what happens. So anyways, I'm going to hit the record here. I like that. So what I think we're going to do here, let me just test it out and see like how it sounds. I'm setting on a different looper settings, delay settings. I keep forgetting which ones are which. Let me see something here. Maybe I can slow down the speed of the delay. I don't know. Maybe I can't. Let me see. So we'll record just a tiny bit more, and we'll end that part of the song. Okay, so let's record again here. Oh, actually, one part more. Okay. Okay. So that's Meat and Potatoes number 7 there. That's a different draft, is what these numbers are. The song I did with this new Colorful Energy song that I, was changing amps, guitar amps on the different guitars on the graph, moving things around. I think putting some drums in, bass or whatever. It was computer based because it's like a techno song. But the point is, I went through, it's at least 72 drafts, I believe. So I went through that. And the previous Colorful Energy collaboration, it was at least 50 different things I had to do, different drafts. Well, with Jeff's song, Metalhead Hippie, maybe I did 90. I did a lot, is what I'm saying. So let's put on, we got about 23 minutes around 23 minutes until I end the stream. So I want to lay down like a lead track here, just like set up something. I think some high pitched notes would be in order. Of course, I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't know the A this and a B triplet that and all that stuff, I think I've used that in a song before, that melody or whatever, that chain of notes. So sounds too basic. I don't know. Let's see if we can. I think it was last night. I was trying to do like 3 notes or whatever, and then I wanted to follow up with maybe the same set of notes, and then I wanted to go into changes. I guess they're chord changes or whatever. But the problem was, I was getting it down the first part, and I was trying to repeat it, and it wasn't doing well. Then I did get that, but then the second part of the note pattern, I just couldn't nail. Sometimes what I do is, if I hit something wrong and it repeats itself through the loop again, I just chop that out. So, anyways, let's get this on here. And then I can change it up a bit and add something else to it. So let's put this in here. We'll put in about 3 minutes. So I think I could put another set of guitars underneath this. I think that would work. I think I'm learning this capo is helping a lot. Sometimes it helps me hold down the notes better. I don't know if it makes fretting kind of hard sometimes. It depends, I guess. Okay, we're almost done with this track here. Okay, we're done with that. Next stage, next step. So I have each draft. I can keep or remove stuff I want. So we're going to. I've been adding more time to the songs recently these days, because if you have two, like 7 guitar tracks, one under the other. Like it's, and you play them all at the same time in the computer. I think the processing on the computer is just too much for it to handle. I think like, but in this particular case, if another guitar track's underneath that one, shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, um, so we want to get I'm gonna change the delay settings here. Okay, I don't have, I'm getting low on time, but let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's bring it higher pitch or higher notes or whatever. Try putting it here, see what happens. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Alexa, stop. Okay. Usually I put the wah set when I play a wah on it. I usually either put it on another track or I start it again. I start the GarageBand programming again. Hope I didn't make a mistake there. No, I didn't. Okay, yeah. So, okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think I got some good material here. I'm pleased. Um, I think this capo helps a lot. Let me get off this program here. Let me go back to StreamYard. Hi, Todd. I don't know when you walked in. Oh, maybe you're still here. So, yeah, so that's some of the work I've been doing today. Pretty nice. I like what I came up with. Not too bad. Um, yeah, so I don't know if this change in the day has affected my viewing. It's also, I think, because I came on late today. I came in after 8 o'clock, like 8:20 ish, I'd like to say. But I did say in the video, the announcement video, and technically it was Friday, but it was Thursday night. I think I recorded a little after midnight because I forgot about it. I remembered earlier during the day and during the week, and then later in the day on Thursday, I forgot all about it. And then when it reached really, well, I stay up late, but so I think it was a little after midnight or so. I said, oh, I forgot to put the announcement video up. So yeah, then I put it on, and but I said I said it last. I think it was last week. I recorded a stream too. Yeah, I was here last week. Um, I said somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 p.m. About a 2-hour stream, more or less. Could be an hour and 50 minutes. Could be an hour and 40 minutes. Um, sometimes it's gone over 2 hours. 2 hours and 10, 2 hours and 20. So that's the way it kind of goes. In this particular case, we're heading towards the 1 hour 40 mark. So, or 36 mark to be exact, in 12 seconds. Anyways, yeah, that's a stream, I guess, for tonight. Yeah, so I think this capo. Well, you know what? I can just get that GarageBand program out of the way now. Let me just double check. I'm gonna save it again. Sometimes I do that. I mean, sometimes it's not called for, but um, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so okay, Uh, yeah. So, um, Alexa, stop. So I got that's telling me, the well, when I'm not streaming, the other 6 days of the weeks, I'm either playing. I could be playing music or playing, making music. Um, and even if I'm not doing that, it's making me aware, like what time not to play any music later in the night. Unless I'm using headphones, just to make me aware of time. Um, Say if I started the stream at like 6 o'clock, then I'd be telling the Alexa, to set a timer for such and such minutes or hours or so. Um, so I would be aware of how long I've been on. So like if I started at 6 o'clock, maybe I'd set the timer for 8, for example. Or maybe like a few warning signals, like set a timer for an hour and 50 minutes, an hour and 55 minutes, an hour and 2 hours. I mean, an hour. I mean, set a timer for 2 hours. So I would give it like three things, three warnings, so I would be aware of how long it's been on. So, but I want to thank everybody for coming on. And I guess it's the only three people that were here today. There may be more people walking in and out, but I'm going to say hi to them. Todd Bushy, Independent Men United, and Frank Turlo. So thank you for watching. And I think there were some lurkers, but I'm not positive. And I want to also thank the people watching this after the fact. You know, um, yeah. So, anyways, I guess at some point this song will be on YouTube. Um, I thought of something recently. Last year, I think I started streaming in either April or May. But on my first streams, I did a song called Rain because it was raining outside. So I thought, okay, I'll call it Rain. I never finished up on that song, but maybe I should finish up on that song. Thing is, whether you're a musician or filmmaker or writer or painter or whatever, there's always those unfinished projects. Um, so but maybe that Rain song can become a finished project. I mean, there's music files that are sitting on my hard drives, that are waiting to. Some of them I probably can't save, and then some of them, they have potential, so they might have to have something added or deleted or whatever. So, but anyways, I think I'm going on, and want to leave you. So, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching on the replay. And I'll probably be back next Saturday as usual, somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 10 p.m. So I don't know exactly when I'll come on, when I'm coming on, but it'll be after 6 p.m. and before, and I'll end the stream before 10 p.m. So, all right, thanks for watching, and bye for now, and have a great weekend. Bye now.